People assume that boldness is something you're either born with or you're not. But that's actually quite not true. That's not quite true. Boldness is a skill like anything else. You need to practice it. You need to harness it to get better and better at it. There is a mindset that I developed, and it's called the 10% target. And what that is basically very simple. The idea is that whatever you want most in life, you make 10 attempts. The problem is most people don't make 10 attempts. The truth is most people don't even make one attempt. They call themselves out before they even try. And the purpose of the 10% target is to get very comfortable at failing 90% of the time. Now, I guarantee if you make 10 attempts at anything, one will be successful. Because here's what I know. Either, one, you'll get the thing you want, or two, you will get something that you never even knew available. I want to take one step back, because this is what normally happens. What most people do is, the reason why most people don't get the job they want is because they don't actually go for the job they want. They see what's available on Monster.com or LinkedIn, and then the reason why most people don't get the money they want is, guess what? They don't ask for the money that they want. Actually, a survey was taken of over 160,000 people who actually really believe that they deserve to make more money. And 2/3 of those people never even asked for a raise. But the 70% of the people who did ask for a raise got it. What does that tell you? Now I want to go back, because I was making another point about the 10% target. The 10% target, like I was saying, does two things. Number one, it makes you comfortable with failing 90% of the time. Number two, it gives you the resilience and a skill. That's the wrong slide. Let's go back. To be comfortable. Another example. When you go to a restaurant, most of us, what we do is we order what's off on the menu. But really what being bold means is ordering from off the menu. Because I'll tell you, when I go to a restaurant, what I do is I see a flood of ingredients, and then I typically kind of like make my own mishmash. Now, I think that's being very bold. However, I'm sure the server thinks it's very, very annoying, and possibly more times than not, my food will be spat in. But I get what I want, and I ask very nicely. But the reason for that is when you are comfortable with asking for the small things in life, it gives you the skills, the habit, and the confidence to ask for the big things in life. So how do you practice failing 9 out of 10 times? Or how do you get comfortable failing 9 out of 10 times? And the answer is practice. The more you do something over and over and over again, that becomes your new normal. Just how you would train your body to be strong, you train your brain to be bold. Haha, see, your brain now is bold with this beautiful picture. Thank you. So I have one action item here for everybody here, which is write down anything you want most in life and then make 10 attempts at it. And it has to be 10 attempts. You have to embrace the 10% target. You have to commit to making 10 attempts. Because that's how the idea is you are basically chasing what you want and not just taking what you can get. Now, I had a whole section here about all of my colossal failures and how they led to a million successes, and I took it out. Because we've all had that. We've all had failures, we've all had successes. And the truth is, it doesn't really matter. What matters is I'm living proof that when you chase what you want and don't just take what you can get, you are exponentially more happy and more satisfied with your life. The one thing that I know for sure about the 10% target is that it works 100% of the time. Because you either get the one thing you want or you get the thing that you were meant to do. Now, I wasn't the fastest athlete. I wasn't the prettiest girl or the smartest in the class by far. But I still became a best-selling author, an entrepreneur who sold companies for millions of dollars, co-founder of a breast cancer charity that raises thousands of dollars year after year, all by failing 90% of the time. And you can too. You could fail to succeed by failing. You can fail to become successful by just chasing what you want and not taking what you get.